If you're a designer and you are not on Pinterest, you might be sleeping on a gold mine. Like I mentioned in my previous video, Pinterest isn't just for wedding inspiration or for taking inspiration. You can as well be the inspiration. It's one of the best platforms to showcase your work and attract clients and grow as a graphic designer. And after posting my previous video, you guys wanted to see how to set up a Pinterest account and how to create pins, boards. So in this video, I'll walk you through everything step by step. How to create an account on Pinterest, how to set up your profile properly, and how to create boards and pins that actually gets you views. Above all, I'm going to show you how to connect it to your website, your YouTube, or if you have a Fiverr profile, how you can link this Pinterest account to all these platforms. And by the end of this video, you have your own Pinterest setup optimized for growth and for getting clients. Now, let's get into the video. So first off, let's create an account. So you head over to pinterest.com and it's going to open for you. Now, if you've never used Pinterest before, you should see something like this. There is a new email account. Okay. So once you're here, you're going to sign up because you don't have an account already. So you click on the sign up here and you'll be asked to put in your email, password, and your date of birth. Right? If you are signing up with an account that already has a Google account logged in, you can just click on continue with Google, and this makes it so easier for you. So you click on continue with Google. Over here, you're going to put in your date of birth. And then you click on create account. And as simple as that, you just created your Pinterest account. Now you're going to set up your name here. Let me just use the Innocent. Okay, because I already have my main account, which is Innocent Cable Arting. Okay, so let's use just Innocent. And then you click on continue here. Choose your gender, so male. And where do you live? Okay, Ghana, and you continue. So over here, you're going to choose what mood are you into. So depending on the type of things that you want to be seeing on your profile, you can just choose any of these. I was looking for graphic design or something. So let's go for photography. Let's go for, let's say, travel, home decor, because we're getting inspiration for our studio designs as well, right? Let's search for graphic design and see. So basically, this is just the personal account. Normally, if you want to be just using Pinterest for searching for inspiration and all, this is the accounts that you create, right? So it doesn't have anything special. So if, for instance, I search for my main account, let's see if I would be found. So one of my designs just popped up over here. All right, so this is going to be, so there's my main account. By the way, if you're not following me on Pinterest, be sure to follow me on Pinterest. And let's see. So on my account here, you can see I have like different folders with different designs. That is what I'm going to show you how to do today. So let's go back to the home page. Now, this is just a personal page, right? It is time for us to convert it into something that is more powerful. To do that, you're going to click on the profile over here. So you can see your pins are 0, your boards are 0 because you don't have anything over here. Now, to convert this to something that is way powerful, on your account here, click on the arrow that is showing the bottom part. And then you're going to see convert to business. So you click on convert to business. Now, what this is going to help you with is that for the personal account, you're not going to have insights and analytics. You're not going to be able to run ads. You're not going to have a lot of things. But if you convert your account to a business account, you would have access to all of these. And if you are going to use Pinterest as someone who wants to get clients and grow, you need to treat it like a business. That is why grow your business or your brand. Your graphic design should be treated as a business. So it is going to ask you a few questions. We are going to describe your business. Let's say it's an online merchant or a content creator, a publisher, or anything. So you can choose online merchant because we do, let's say, freelancing, right? Your business name, let's say Innocent Business. The region is in Ghana. Let me put my website here. And then you can click on next. You're going to set up your business goals. So increase online sales, generate more leads, and grow my brand, create content, drive traffic to my website. So 3 goals would be fine. What's the main focus or what's the focus of your brand? So you can choose design and art, right? Interested in running ads on Pinterest? Yes. And then you click on done. Now you can see something here. You'd realize that our interface has completely changed from the normal personal one, standard one, to something like this. So if you go to the business hub, for instance, you can see that now you have so many things. You have the access to create campaign, create an ad. You can check your analytics and your insights. I'll go to my main account and use the analytics from that end to show you the analytics part once you're done creating the pin and creating our boards. So if you go to your profile again, this time around, you can see that the interface has also changed completely. If you click over here, you can see profiles and ad accounts. You add an ad account if you want to create an ad or run an ad on Pinterest. We are not going to talk about that because personally, I've never even run an ad on Pinterest before. So we are going to stick to the profile and creating pins. Now, once this is set, it's now time to set up your account proper, because if you come over here, you just choose Innocent Business and you have nothing, like nothing is showing. We don't know what you do or what you have to offer. So let's go to the profile, click on the arrow here and go to settings. Now, first of all, you can change your profile picture, right? So you click on the change and you choose a photo from your PC, but you're going to use this eye over here. Okay. Now the business name, you can change it over here later on, maybe if you just remember that you don't want to use that name anymore. And then you're going to tell us about your story. So let's quickly go to chatgpt.com. So we are going to ask ChatGPT to assist us here. So write a description for a Pinterest account that will post graphic design, flyers, banners, make it professional. Just something simple. Let's see what ChatGPT generates for us. So graphic design inspiration and resources, banner, flyers, posters, and more. So over here, you're just going to be creative with your own thing, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's just put in here. Let's just put this one right over here. Now, let me show you what I have on my main page. So when you come to my main page, for instance, you realize that for my name, I just made it Innocent Boateng, Photoshop and graphic design tutorials, because that is what I'm mostly known for. You understand? So you have to put in something that would be searchable. The Innocent Boateng alone won't be so much searchable until I get super popular. But putting Photoshop and graphic design tutorials at the other side of my name gives me lots more leverage. So when people search for Photoshop and graphic design tutorials, I'm likely to pop into that search. Are you getting the idea? Now, when you come to the about here, helping creatives master Photoshop, design better, and grow their freelance brand. That is my story. That is what I want to be known for, right? So new tutorials, flyer ideas, and design inspiration every week. That is the same thing that you should do over here. You just have to take time, research into what you want to do and what you want to be known for, and then you can update that. Now let's go to profile visibility here. Make sure that your profile is not turned to private, okay? And make sure that you don't have search privacy on, because if you do that, your profile is not going to be shown to people. And the ultimate goal for creating all of these things over here is to be known, to be seen, and to get clients. So once you're done with all that you can do over here, oh, this one is gone. I didn't save it. Let me just copy it back and paste it. Let's save it. So now when we go back to our profile, you can see that your description has been updated and your business name, in case you updated it, it is updated over there. Now that I've created the account and it is set, your description, everything is set, it's time to create what is known as pins and boards. Let's take it from boards. Now you can think of boards like a folder that contains like a particular set of designs. Okay, so for instance, if you do flyer designs, you do logos, you do branding, or even if you do flyers only, let's say you do church flyers, you do club flyers and other flyers, you can categorize them. So the categorization is the boards, right? So when you open, let's say, a church flyer board, you're going to see church flyers in there. The individual church flyers in there is what is known as pins. I hope that makes sense. So on the extreme right here, you're going to see create. Once you click on the create, you are going to be asked to create either a pin or a board. If you have a fair idea of all that you create all the boards before you start putting in your pins. So let's click on create a board. Now, creating a board is very simple. Again, Pinterest can even help you with optimization, right? So let's say we are creating church flyers. you just copy this, go to ChatGPT, and you are going to ask it. So we are creating a pin or we are creating a board name church flyer, right? Optimize it and write a suitable description as well with hashtags. So once you come to ChatGPT is going to do all this work for you. You don't need to stress yourself like that too. So easy. It has optimized it and it's saying that instead of doing just church design, it's saying that we should do church flyer design inspiration, so that it's, because most cases when people are searching for inspiration, they add the inspiration to it. So church flyer design inspiration. We might even not add the modern and creative templates to it. But if you are selling templates, if you are giving out templates and all, you can also add that. So we copy that, come and paste it here. I think it's too long. So let's take to church flyer design inspiration. Okay. Don't take on keep this board secret, Charlie. Don't do that. So you can click on create over here. You can even add pins from other people to your board just for inspiration. But if you don't want to do that, you click OK. Now, typically, once you're done creating the board, you're not going to see it unless you are adding a pin, right? Let's create one more board. So we are going to say logo design inspiration, right? And then we are going to click on create over here. So you see logo designs inspiration as also, so we can just click OK here. After we created the second one, you can see that we now have logo design, we have church flyer, right? So these two, you can add pins to them. So now let's create a pin. So like I explained earlier, a pin is just a single flyer, banner, or whatever you want to add to a board. And a board is like a folder that contains pins. So if you go to create and then you go to pin, you can now, it's going to open this session for you, and now you can create your pin. First of all, you're going to upload the file that you want to use as a pin. So let me just go here. Okay, let's say this guitar thumbnail thing that I did, I'm just using it for illustration, right? So we are going to first give it a title. Let's say graphic design thumbnail design. Does that even make sense? Graphic design thumbnail design. So we come to ChatGPT and say analyze this pin title for us. So analyze this pin title for me, and let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. All right, so ChatGPT is saying that we have some good keywords over there, but there's also redundancy which we have to take out. So it will optimize it for you. YouTube thumbnail design ideas for graphic design. This sounds excellent. So we copy that, come and paste it over here. And because we are choosing this, we'll go back to the chat and say write a description for this title, right? So this is the title that we went for. So you write a description for this title. So we are going to put that description over here. So looking for eye-catching YouTube thumbnail design, you can copy that, for instance, and then you paste it over here. Right now, this is one of the most important parts, this link over here. Always add a link to your pin. So if you add a link to your pin, anytime you open, let's say, let me just search for Pinterest over here and search for something. Let me search for one of my designs. Let's go to my profile. Now over here, you see these are all pins, right? If I select one of the pins right over here, you can see this one here. It says visit site. Anytime you add a pin, add a link to it. Once you do that, it is going to send people to your website, to your YouTube channel. This link, for instance, leads straight to my YouTube channel, right? So if someone comes across this flyer on Pinterest and is interested, they can click on this link and come and learn how to do it. Or if they come here and they click on the link here, you can see that you can download the resources, and you can as well contact me to work on your birthday flyer for you, which will take you to my Fiverr page, right? So what we are doing here is that you're adding a link to your pin so that when people click on it, it can take them to your website, your YouTube channel, or any your portfolio, wherever you want them to go. So in this case, I'll add like my website, for instance, right? InnocentKBoateng.com. Afterwards, you'll be able to choose a board that this pin belongs to. But you remember, we've not created a YouTube thumbnail board, right? We only have church flyer design and logo design. So right over here, we can create that. So YouTube thumbnail inspiration. We can create that right away and we can add it. So that means it will be added to the YouTube thumbnail inspiration. And over here, search or tags. You can ask ChatGPT again, generate hashtags for this. Or if you have some up, if you have some off head, you can just easily just put that. So let's copy a few of them, copy and paste. And now let's click on publish. And congratulations, you just published your first pin. Now, if you go back to your profile, you can see that your pin would be well resting over there. You see over here, all pins, one. You just have one pin over here. That is one type of thing. And it was added to the YouTube thumbnail inspiration. So if you want to upload another pin, you just click over here again, choose or select your pin, for instance, and then you add a title, add a description, add a link, and then you can add your tags and add it to a board as well. So that is how you create a board and pin. Now, once you've created your boards and your pins, you are set and you are ready to add more. A few things that you need to know is that make sure you're using highly clickable keywords so that when people search for designs or inspirations, you're going to pop up in there. Almost every platform these days is very competitive, so research your keywords very well before you post. Also, be consistent. Don't post one today and come and post the other one next 3 years. No platform is going to help you grow your account if you are inconsistent with them. And be sure to be always checking your analytics. So for instance, if we had analytics on this, we can go to the analytics overview over here, right? And then we can see how we are performing the last 30 days. So since we don't have anything here, let me go to my main platform and let's see how we're doing over there. So if I go to my analytics overview here, you can see what we are doing over here. So the impressions, there's the engagement. And guys, let me tell you what, before I created that video, the revamp video that is inspiring all these videos, my audience, my engagement, impressions, everything were down. In fact, I wasn't really making anything. But see, when I took time to make the changes in the last 30 days, that video isn't even 30 days yet, but in the last 30 days, you see that the impressions are going up. So you can scroll down to see your analytics, how your pins are performing. You see this pin, for instance, has gotten 13,000 total impressions, right? You can check for engagement as well, how people are engaging it. And over here too, you can promote it if you want to reach out to more people. You can even do your audience insight as well. So you can check the number of people that are engaging with your content, the gender, 62 males, 30%. So the ladies, why are you not engaging with my content? So you can check all of that, the age range. Okay, so 18 to 24. I thought this one was like 46 was the number of people engaging higher. I would have been like, hey, but you can check all of that here and what people are mostly using to. Big shouts to 100 people. You know, they're engaging so much on my project, and that's impressive. Now, top countries. Hey, am I going to Ghana? Big shouts to Nigeria for holding me down. 49% are Nigerians engaging with. So you can see and check all your analytics and your insights here, and you can even do comparisons, but comparison sometimes is a thief of joy, right? So I don't like doing comparisons. I just want to make sure that I'm focusing on what I can do and people that are supporting me. And if you want to analyze this further, you can even export it to CSV and use other external analytic tools to analyze it. ChatGPT can even analyze it for you, but if you feed it too much, it is going to crash. And yes, again, with this business account, you can create pins for ad directly if you want to create an ad. Pinterest is introducing the conversion insights, which would be very great, and Pinterest trends. These are all things that you get access to if you create the Pinterest for Business account. Now, if you've already created an account, you can easily convert it by going to click over here and convert to business like we did in the beginning of this video. And just like that, you create your Pinterest account, you convert it to a business, and you create your first pin over here. In a few days time, you come over here to check how this one is doing. And that will be all for this video. Don't forget that Pinterest is not just like a social media platform. It's a portfolio, it's a marketing tool, and it's a client magnet. So if you're a designer, make sure you utilize it to the best of your ability. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for sticking around to watch this video. If you are still doubting, don't forget to check my previous video on why you should be using Pinterest. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's Innocent here, and bye.